to all my fellow pop culture enthusiasts. So today's video is going to be about the very controversial throuple on TikTok. They're always going live. You may know them, you may not know them, but either way, you're about to find out all the motherfucking piping hot tea that is going on with them right now, because they have a lot going on. If you guys do know them, then you know that one of the members of the relationship, or one of the partners that were in the relationship, her name is Shanice Roche, or Roshi. I don't know how to pronounce that. If I said that wrong, I am so sorry, Shanice. I didn't mean to butcher your name. She has left the relationship, I think maybe a month ago now, or 2 months ago, something like that. And she has released a video on her YouTube channel, which is titled Unpacking a Letter to My Love. And she said that she wrote this letter 5 days after leaving the relationship. And in this letter, she reveals a lot of things that have been speculated on TikTok for a long time now. We have been watching this throuple for how long? It's been a hot minute, and we've seen their relationship basically fucking crumble. We have literally witnessed Shanice not really talk in not really want to talk during the lives, not really looking like she's all into the relationship as, you know, maybe Sean is, or maybe even Olivia is, because it just seems that Olivia and Sean are more close than Shanice and Sean. It just looks like, you know, the relationship was very rocky. Especially, I feel like Sean literally brought Olivia into the relationship after being with Shanice for how long? I'm not someone that has deep dived into the relationship that much. I watched their lives. I've watched for a while now, but I'm not a consistent watcher. So I do know that in the lives, basically they guest people that want to come up and ask them questions. A lot of the times they say that it's for business questions, because they want to help people build their businesses, become rich, or whatever, blah blah blah. But literally most of the times, a lot of the questions were about their relationship, because people were just wondering how does this even work? And the dynamic just seemed pretty off at all times. So Sean basically was going out with Shanice first, then he ended up starting to date Olivia at when she was 17 years old, allegedly, because yeah, we're gonna stay safe on this side. Yeah. All of this is alleged. We don't know what's true or not, because we were not in the relationship, and I am not Sean, Shanice, or Olivia. Only they know exactly what went down in their relationships, point blank, period. But Shanice and Olivia look like they never, you know, show affection to each other, or love each other, or are even cool like that. It just looks like they worship Sean, and that was when the relationship was you know, together. I just wanted to pop in and let you guys know that they also always spoke about being sisters and having a sisterhood, but girl, come on, we all know they were not sisters, and you guys will understand exactly what I'm talking about once we continue to talk about this throughout the video, because there's some things that went down that, bitch, if you were my sister, you wouldn't even do that, period. But sooner or later, people started realizing that it just looked like Shanice was checked out, and she ended up leaving. She left the relationship after everybody was saying, you know, Shanice needs to leave, she needs to leave you because she doesn't deserve this, and she deserves so much better. She's a queen, she's amazing, and we can all tell that she was an amazing person off of these lives. And she started going live by herself, and you know, it just started to seem like she was drifting away from the other two. Oh my god, so I also wanted to bring up another thing. So one time when they went live, Shanice was actually talking about being a part of the Sephora, I think it was a Sephora ambassador program or something like that, where it was I think they fly you out certain times of the year, or you're, you know, you're doing campaigns for them and shit like that, or you're just a partner with them, and Sean didn't want her to do it. what? Like, literally told her, like, you're not gonna do that. Like, you can't do that. Or, like, and Sean, of course, was trying to be like, oh, I just thought it wouldn't be good for the family for her to be leaving, like, basically almost basically almost throughout the entire year, when she should be, like, with us and shit like that. Like, that wasn't good for, like, their mission or whatever the fuck. So, in this video, she speaks about how, she wrote this letter 5 days after she left the relationship, and, this video should have been out, but she was busy with her friend because her friend was going on deployment because she's in the army, and she just feels like, she wants to be there for her friend because when she was going on deployment, she wanted somebody to be there for her to make sure that she was okay and just have reassurance that everything was going to be okay, And it looked like she just didn't really have that. So she wanted to give that to her friend. But she ends up getting into the letter. And in the letter, she brings up a lot of points. So her first point was that her first problem was, being in a relationship but feeling lonely in that relationship when you shouldn't feel lonely in your relationship because you have a partner, Her walls were building up more and more because they was having trials and tribulations in the relationship, and it just wasn't working out anymore. In this video, I will also be including clips of her video just so that nothing gets misconstrued, and also just for you guys to understand more of what she was saying rather than me like trying to sum it up, So I'm gonna just add her clips in between whenever I'm speaking about a certain part of her video. She brought up the fact that Sean wants her to communicate, but he doesn't allow her to communicate because he doesn't even give her a safe space to communicate. She doesn't feel comfortable communicating with him because she is afraid of him. And also, not only that, every time they try to communicate, he doesn't want to hear it. She spoke about how in their relationship, they never really, allowed an argument to linger on for more than a day. But since he was able to give his love and affection to somebody else, it seemed like these arguments and issues would linger on for longer than a day, and it wasn't healthy for the relationship. She brings up the fact that she feels like she was forced to adopt what he believed in. She feels that she was misunderstood in the relationship, and that he just always wanted to claim that she's the problem. She brought up the fact that he uses sex as retribution. Now let me search that up because I was a little confused when I heard that part. Let me see. Oh. Punishment inflicted on someone as vengeance for a wrong or criminal act. Oh. So he used sex as a punishment? Wow. That's scary. Everybody was always worried about Shanice because you could just tell that like something wasn't right about the relationship. There was something off, and she honestly cleared it all up in this video. And even though Sean wants to deny everything she's basically trying to say, even though he does say that there is some things that she did make points on, but he's denying the fact that he is abusive. Shanice brought up the fact that Sean would hit her and tell her that she better be glad it's not worse because of what she has done. Like, what? I don't think hitting your partner is ever okay. Being in a abusive relationship is very damaging to a person, and nobody should ever have to deal with that. And the fact that she dealt with it just shows how fucking strong she is. And I'm so glad she got out of this relationship because this relationship was not for her. And he needs to get his life together. And honestly, Olivia needs to wake up because yes, he started dating you when you were 17, and he definitely has brainwashed you, manipulated you into thinking that he's this amazing man. And also, apparently she was very inexperienced in general. Like, this girl is just in for a very rude awakening, for real. Free Olivia until it's backwards. Like, Dead ass. And she's always saying that she's never gonna leave, that she's with her king and she's gonna stick by her king. And you know, their dynamic is just very weird. It's always, yes my king, yes my king, yes my king. Like, girl, why do you look so scared? Why do you look so tense? Calm down. And if you need some help, you need to start talking. You need to start blabbing away a little bit and get the fuck out of that situation, because your father's already on the internet trying to help you and you just not listening. You don't seem to care about what the people in your family or life are trying to do and trying to help you. Your family is trying to help you, girl, because they know you need to get the fuck out. But let's get back to Shanice's video. So yes, apparently he hit her. This is all alleged. I just want to clear that up. Allegedly. Okay. Also, another thing that has a lot of people riled up, and understandably so, because girl, when I heard this, my fucking jaw dropped. I was like, what? You made her do what? Who the fuck was laughing? You got this girl doing this and then you got this other girl laughing at what this girl's going through? Yeah, that ain't fucking right. And it ain't right that she even has to be doing this in the first place. Apparently, Sean made Shanice kneel on rice. And while she was crying, Sean and Olivia were laughing. Allegedly. He also said that she had to pick up the rice after. What the fuck? What type of fucking, like, what type of torture? What is going on? Y'all need to be put in fucking jail. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to be put in jail. Y'all should not be going live on motherfucking TikTok. Somebody needs to be pressing motherfucking charges and arrested. Yeah, Sean deserves to be in motherfucking jail, and Olivia too, because bitch, you're an accomplice. Okay. Shanice also brought up the fact that Sean would ask, how can I be a better man for you? But he would never change anyways, so why am I wasting my time letting you know what you should change if you're not going to change? Duh, why ask a question like, what can I do to change for you and be better? But you don't even change. And she said this one quote that really spoke to me, and it was just like, wow, like that was beautiful. And I think it was probably just the way she said it. Not beautiful in like, I don't even know, not that it was like beautiful, but like it just spoke to me. It was, she said,
when people don't feel heard, they stop talking. And after so long, I didn't have anything to say.
That really, like, I don't know, it really did speak to me. Like, it broke my heart, because she really just did not feel seen, heard, understood to even communicate with you about anything. And that's sad. No one should ever have to feel like that in a relationship. In any kind of relationship. Like, literally, it doesn't even matter if it's romantic or platonic. Like, you should be able to speak and feel understood and heard and seen. She also brought up the fact that, you know, Sean always wanted to make it seem like she was wrong, and she trusted him and she wanted to be with him. So, like, you know, I guess she was just settling for what she was dealing with. Like, she just wanted to deal with it because she wanted to be with him, but she was always wrong. Which, you're basically gaslighting her the entire, like, he's very much a manipulator and a gaslighter, for a fact. Like, you can just tell. Even on the lives when he be talking to people, it's just like, boy, are you trying to manipulate me right now? Are you serious? Like, what? Shanice also brought up the fact that, you know, Sean is always saying that he wants a family, but she feels that he just desires the fantasy of having a family and not the responsibility of having a family. And she said that his past is hindering him from loving other people.
There's a big difference between wanting a big fat wedding and wanting to be an amazing partner. There's a big difference between wanting to be a Insta mom and wanting to be a mother. So I always questioned why you never understood the difference when I asked, do you want a family because you lacked one growing up, or do you want a family because you desire to be an amazing husband and father?
And I thought this was such a good drag, like a good ass read. She said that she loved him so good that she had to teach his other queens, Olivia, how to love him. Ooh, girl, let me sip my tea. Let me sip my tea. Hold on. But I got water. I don't got tea. I don't drink tea. I don't do that. Anyways. Girl. That was a sickening read. So classy too with it. Like, okay. And I feel like she also kind of cleared up some things when it comes to people claiming why Sean started dating Olivia when she was 17 years old. Because she said that he likes people who are inexperienced so that they cannot compare him to their other partners. You know? If you get what Shanice is saying, when you're inexperienced, you just don't even know what is really supposed to be going on, what is really, you know, what's really the deal for real, like what you should really be going for, like aiming for, what you should actually be looking for in a partner. So Olivia just entered this relationship inexperienced, and this is what she has to deal with now, even though we don't even know what is going on in that relationship, because she clearly is not letting us know everything anyways, just like Shanice didn't let us know anything until she finally got out, because clearly there are consequences when they decide to speak out about things or say certain stuff that he doesn't like. But I feel like seeing the lives is enough to know that there's something going on, because why is she always so tense? Why does she have to tell him when she needs to like use the bathroom? Why does she have to ask him when she can and cannot do something? Like what? And why is she always asking him for his opinion first when people be asking her questions? Like, girl, why do you want him to answer for you? You are a grown-ass woman. Like, she's like, what, 20 years old now? 21? Girl, you can speak for yourself. She also acts very childish for a 20-year-old. Like, well, I guess, I mean, she's still young, but she acts like a child sometimes. Like, I'm just like, girl. Apparently, when she was, like, he literally told her, like, you either pick me, come live with me and stuff like that, or we're done. So she ended up, of course, leaving and going with him, allegedly. Shanice also brought up the fact that whenever he was struggling, she would give him money. And she gave him $7,800. And Sean also looks like he just doesn't care about that. Like, he's just like, okay. Like, yeah, she gave me money and... But, like... how are you not, like, you don't even seem appreciative either, like, and she said something about $4,000, I forgot, and she said another $3,000, which I think was in their, like, joint bank account, and she said that he kicked her out of it. He kicked her out of the joint bank account. So, she's missing out on that $3,000. And who knows whose money that actually was, because it was in the joint bank account, but who put that in the joint bank account? At the end of the video, she ends up bringing up the fact that she always gave to him, and all he did was give her broken promises. Like, always saying that he was going to do this and do that, and he never did it. And it's just like, you're not even somebody that can, like, you're not a man of your word. So why am I wasting my time with you? And when she left, he decided to call her weak. And he called her weak because she left the family. And he called her a coward. Which I feel like, what? If the relationship isn't good for her, why the fuck does she have to stay and deal with it? What? If it's not serving you, then You gotta go. It's time to go. And I'm so proud of Shanice. Like, Shanice, I'm so proud of you. If you're watching this, I mean, you're most likely not gonna see this, but like, if you are seeing this, I'm proud of you for leaving. I'm so glad you left. Girl, we are behind you. We are rallying behind you. We are so like, I don't think you understand how happy everybody is that you left, because you do deserve so much better. Sean is not it. Like, for real, that man got issues. He got issues. In caps. Like, put that shit right here on the motherfucking screen. Issues. Y'all, let me know what you guys think about this throuple and this whole situation down below in the comments. Do you guys still watch them? Are you guys going to still watch them after all of this has came out? Honestly, I watched the lives today and it just seemed really off. Sean seemed very angry when people were bringing up, you know, certain things that Shanice said in her video. And even though he was saying he's not trying to bash her and he's not trying to discredit her and her story and what she is going through in her healing process, it just seemed like he was really just shitting on her too at the same time. Like, it was really weird. And then he was also like that if Shanice wants to tell that story again, she can say it on a live and do a lie detector test. First of all, we all know those lie detector tests don't even be, you know, correct. So why would we waste our time seeing that shit or doing that in the first place? Hello. I just feel like it makes no sense to do a fucking lie detector test, which we know you can literally lie about and fucking, you know, make fake results. The fuck? And then he was like, whoever persuades her to do this, I'll give you $1,000, and the person that sends me the video, they'll get $500. Like, boy, you're so fucking corny. Like, get a life. Like, for real, that's crazy. Like, I'll pay you $1,000 if you tell Shanice to do this, and if she agrees to do it, and if you send me the video, I'll give you 500. Boy, what? I hope Shanice declines. Fuck that. Also, I just think it's funny that, like, yeah, you want to say that you didn't do these things, that you never put a hand on her, that you never made her, you know, kneel on rice. But then, why aren't you reporting it then? Why aren't you, like, you know, suing her or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you probably don't want to do that because you just don't want to deal with that, maybe, or whatever, or maybe you just know you would fucking lose in the first place, so you don't even want to try to pursue that right now. But yeah, that is the end of the video, you guys. Let me know down below what else you guys would like me to speak about. Thank you for all the love on my last video. That was like my first video in so long, and like, I just feel like you guys really showed the fuck out for me, and I appreciate it so much. I love you guys, and go follow me on all my other social medias, my Instagram, my TikTok, my Twitter, because I be talking my shit on there. Yeah, I will be back. I'm gonna try to post every Friday, but if I don't post on a Friday, then, like, you know, I'm struggling to get these videos out, most likely. Because I have a lot of plans coming up, so I might not be able to, like, film and post and all this shit, but yeah. Thank you for watching. Peace. Ooh, 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 ooh.